something happens to boats all the time. This time it was a leak in the axle of the drive leg. The name is Sillette. Some boats have that. And checking with the group, thanks by the way, nice group, they told me, hey, maybe you can check this, but I think never tried that before. So I tried it, and after some months and after a long trip from Florida to Dominican Republic, that part behaved really good. Usually when an axle leaks is because the seal is broken, but last week I already changed, so I have to repeat everything and find another solution. Usually the axle is connected to the engine with the Sillette part, but this engine is different. It is a little older, so the connector is different and it's easier to remove. A knot keeps the axle in place, but because that knot is inside the axle, it needs a special tool. That tool you can find it in Amazon. It's a little expensive because that tool is coming from Europe. Now that the axle is loose, it's just pull it. But it's easier saying than doing it. It took me the first time like 3 days pulling that thing. I almost removed the whole drive leg out of the boat. That would be really difficult. But at that moment I couldn't see another option. I kind of damaged the plate that holds the bearing also. It's a really difficult task. Well, but this was the second time, so it was a lot easier. But now I'm checking. As you can see, there is rust in the area where the seal touches the axle. So that's the problem. With that part, the oil can leak, and also the seal will be damaged with because the rust. That rust is like little holes. I bought a new axle, but decided to try something different while I wait. This is a sleeve. It's something really thin that covers the holes in the axle. The package comes with a little tool to push the sleeve in an axle, but that doesn't work because we need to put the sleeve at the end of the axle, not at the entrance. It was a little difficult, but I resolved the problem with a PVC tube. Before I put it, I try to clean as much as possible because the sleeve will go to the end that is a little rusted. Standing an axle in the area where it touched the seal is not a good practice, but this time I was focused on making everything smooth so the sleeve can go as far as I need without any problem. I was worried not just with the area that touches the seal, but the other area that was a little further because it was exposed to the environment, so it was kind of rusted and more rusted than the area that touches the seal. Chin. Uh-oh. I used a little of grease and the sleeve entered really easy, but I had to push a little further because stressful, but worth it. Really worth it. Well, maybe too well. I went a little too far, but still, I think it was in the area that I need. It was nice knowing that I still have the new axle coming, just in case this doesn't work. Installing the axle again sometimes is really difficult because it doesn't align really easy with the second bearing. But well, when I was kind of tired and stressed, something happened, it aligned, and the second bearing area was past releasing. Everything is ready. It's just time to clean everything really well so I can check if I have another leak. My plan is sailing about 4 miles, 4 nautical miles to the reef and come back. But before that, I have to run the engine for half an hour so the seal can match perfectly with the axle. After an hour, everything looks good. So I'm gonna try the boat going to the reef. It's a little choppy. Usually the wind is against the boat going to the reefs. But after a lot of jumping that makes the test even better, everything looks really good. And also I'm thinking that maybe I'm going to keep the pitch up as it is right now. Everything looks dry. Before the oil was jumping because the the axle was spinning, the oil run everywhere. But now everything looks good. Well, I'm back in marathon and really happy. Everything went so well that I decided to keep the new axle as a spare part and continue the testing. So we sail and we motor to Bahamas, to well near Bimini, then Nassau, Ilutra, then south to the Exumas, then to the Raggeds, back to Exumas, and then I jumped to Turks Caicos where I had to motor a lot, and then to Dominican Republic. I didn't have to put more oil to the drive leg. Everything looked perfect. Thank you, and especially thank you to the group because they helped me with this tip and a lot of information. Thank you, guys.